Today, we are talking about the scale. So, as I mentioned on my stories earlier today, when I am filming this, it is Thursday, January 26th. And I feel like this is such a thing this time of year is people have been working out, my clients, you guys DMing me, people have been working out for about 3 weeks in January. And this is the point when people start to be like, I've been going hard for 3 weeks. Where are my results? Often it's like, where's my fat loss? Where's my weight loss? Like, where is my body, right? Where's my summer body I'm building in winter or whatever? So as always, I would say be patient and trust the process. But today specifically, we are going to talk about both some reasons to shift our focus away from simply the scale weighing ourselves, because in my experience, most, if not all, people who I talk to in the DMs, clients come in with a negative relationship with the scale, with weighing themselves. So let's get 2 things out of the way from the top. Number 1, I am not against weight loss. Many of my clients come in wanting to lose weight, and they do. I'm against weight loss being the most important thing in the world, or the only thing that defines a person's success. That's what I'm against. Number 2, despite everything that I'm going to share with you today, a scale is actually a good quantitative measure of progress. And weighing yourself regularly is not obsessive, unless it is, okay? And if you are going to weigh yourself, I'm going to share with you how I would like you to do that. I'm going to give you some alternatives and just some ways to shift your focus. So here we go. If you are in the smaller percentage of people who are both actively working to make progress, sleeping, drinking water, addressing their nutrition, working out consistently and progressively, but also have zero emotional attachment to the number on the scale, weighing yourself could be a good option for you. So you're doing all the things, you have no emotional attachment to the number on the scale. Weighing yourself, as I said, is a great quantitative process of progress, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. If you are going to weigh yourself, I'll say this again at the end, do it at the same time every day, and then take an average over the week. Okay, I will explain why and exactly how to do this at the end of our training here today. So if you are regularly weighing or even sporadically weighing yourself, but you're not doing anything to make progress, so you're just weighing yourself, you're not like working out or receiving coaching or changing anything about your diet or your fitness, and then you're letting the number on the scale dictate how you feel and shame you on a regular basis, not such a good option. If you have little or a lot of emotional attachment to the number on the scale, or you have negative feelings or thoughts before or after weighing yourself, not a good option. Most women who I work with and talk to fall into the latter 2 categories, right? So negative attachment to the scale, and they're either whether they're working out or not. And here are many of the reasons when I question why you are weighing yourself. These are the things that I mostly hear. Curiosity, I'm just curious. Okay. I don't want to let it get out of control. It's a gentle reminder. I don't know why. Just keeping myself in check, or seeing if my efforts are working. Okay, we're going to break each of these down. And I just want to say again that if you are a person who's here and you have zero emotional attachment to the scale, then just close your ears for the next bit of this, for the next few minutes, until I get to the part about other ways to track your progress. Okay. But let's talk about these common reasons for weighing in. Number 1, I said, was curiosity. I can get behind this. And if, again, if there is no emotional or negative attachment to weighing yourself, then I can get behind that. I fall into this category. I don't weigh myself regularly. I used to do it until a while recently. I used to do it literally not at all. Now I do it out of curiosity when I'm in the downstairs bathroom that has it. I have no emotional attachment to the number whatsoever, really. So cool. Do you fall into that category of literally being curious, no emotional attachment, no spiraling or negative feelings before or after? Okay, I don't want to let it get out of control. I hear this one a lot. So my questions for you are, what are you trying to control? Because we have this perception that we can control our weight, and we can't. We can control our habits and the things that we do. And what does being out of control feel and look like? And then what do you do when you are out of control? Eat less, starve yourself, stop exercising, start exercising. Hopefully you are already exercising for lots of other mental and physical health reasons, which I can talk about another day. Okay, and then another one that I hear is a gentle reminder. A gentle reminder of what? That your body is made up of matter and has mass. I don't have an answer to this one, which is I don't know why. Then why are you doing it? Well, mindlessly weighing yourself. I also hear this one, keep myself in check, very similar to not letting it get out of control. I also hear keep myself in check, keep myself on track a lot. And it feels very controlling to me. So again, like, what does in check mean? What happens when you're out of check again, right? Just like the other one, do you stop exercising? Do you stop trying? Like, what are we keeping in check? And then lastly, to see if my efforts are working. I hear that one a lot too, and I get it. Totally valid. If your goal is to lose a small amount of weight, like 5 to 10 pounds, that's very difficult to track with a scale because your body weight can fluctuate up to 5 or 6 pounds a day based on your current size and what you're doing. And fluctuation can be caused by things like whether or not you've been to the bathroom, how much water you have had, the time of day that you are weighing yourself, increasing muscle mass if you're working out, your menstrual cycle. So that's if you're trying to lose a small amount of weight and you're weighing yourself. It can be tricky because we experience a 5 to 6 pound fluctuation anyways. So it's really hard to know. If your goal is to lose a large amount of weight, so to me, that's 30 plus pounds. I always ask clients, won't you know? Like, if you are losing a large amount of weight, like, aren't you going to know? And again, I come back to, if you feel like you're just starting or whatever, great. But what is weighing yourself getting you? Like, are you going to stop eating vegetables and working out? Because that's another conversation. So if you are looking to lose a large amount of weight and you're weighing yourself either consistently or sporadically, you will feel it in your body and you will see it in the mirror. And if you are not, then you'll still know, like, how you feel. And even after people do see the physical results that they want, sometimes I hear them say, actually, this happens a lot too. So people will, fit into a different item of clothing, feel different in their body, look different in the mirror, look different in photographs. And then I will still hear women say, my weight hasn't gone down, or they'll say my weight is the same. So my question is, if you have felt and seen the results that you want, you look great, you've lost inches, your clothes fit differently, why does the number on the scale matter to you? Like, why do we care about an arbitrary number? You can see yourself, you can feel your body. So if those things are great, why do we care? What is this attachment? And I'm not saying there's a good, bad, right, or wrong. I'm just asking you to get curious about that. Re-examine it. If you hold on to a belief that the number should be something specific or should just be smaller and that is better, I would really re-examine that. I want to get to the meat and potatoes first, though. So let me come back to that at the end. So just humor me here. And if you are listening, if you have a moment or you're listening to this after the fact, I would just encourage you to, maybe pause me and close your eyes and ask yourself what the goal is. Why do you weigh yourself? Okay, do you know what it is? So you've asked yourself, why do I weigh myself? Why am I doing this? What's the reason? More importantly, what's the goal behind the reason? So you might be saying, oh, because I want to lose weight. Great. Why do you want to do that? Usually it's one of the following reasons. It's to be healthier. Okay, I hear this a lot too. It's super vague and also about so much more than a number. And a weigh-in is not the best quantifier of general health or avoiding mortality. Not the best and only number. If your goal is to be stronger, do a workout, record your improvements, do it consistently, and progress your strength training. That is how you know. Scale does not show you strength, not even a little bit. Even muscle size doesn't show strength. Strength is very specific. If your goal is to be more confident or more comfortable in your clothes, put your clothes on. That's how you know. The scale can't measure how you feel in your clothes. If your goal is to feel great naked, get naked more often. The scale cannot dictate how you feel. We just assign meaning to the feeling that it gives us. If your goal is to feel confident in a crop top, a scale has nothing to do with that. The scale is not the measurement of your confidence until you decide that it is. If your goal is literally to change in size, your clothing and your body measurements will tell you that with much greater accuracy. If your goal is to have visible abs or some other aesthetic goal, progress photos will show you that much more accurately than a scale. A scale doesn't show you what your shoulders or your abs look like, or that you have big guns. And if your goal is to increase lean body mass, so increase muscle, tone, decrease fat, you need and lots of people have these now, you need a smart scale for that. And I am very questioning of the accuracy of those scales. In fact, I think it's been proven, same with fitness trackers and stuff, right? I'm not sure if they're all that accurate. But again, a combination of measurements and photos will show you the same thing in terms of lean body mass. And unless you're an athlete, the actual ratio doesn't really matter. So here are some NSVs, non-scale victories. Non-scale victories are daily tasks that feel easier because you're stronger. So, that's an example of a non-scale victory, is a win or a victory that doesn't have anything to do with the scale. So for example, your daily tasks feel easier because you're stronger. You have decreased anxiety or no anxiety at all around fitness or food. You are enjoying food without worrying. You are not avoiding social events, either because of your confidence level, your fear of eating, or anxiety around food or people. You are feeling confident enough to wear whatever you want, whenever you want. You inches lost or gained, if that's what you want. Non-scale victories. Increased energy. Increased energy is one of the first wins that my clients notice. I would say is increased energy for sure. Increased energy, decreased stress. First things that happen. And saying goodbye to aches and pains, huge non-scale victory and a result of fitness and working out. Progress pictures and progress in the gym. So endurance, increase in your VO2 max, your cardio capacity, increase in strength, increase in lift, increase in muscle size, if that's something that you're looking for. So I would love for you to shift your focus to all those way more applicable things than to a random number on the scale. But if you're still here and you're still listening, I want you to listen to a short story that I've told before. There's a guy named Matt Fraser, and he has been titled the strongest man alive by winning the CrossFit Games at least 5 times, maybe more now. So this guy can do 50 pull-ups like no problem. And he is known for saying that while his opponents, so the people that he is competing against, spend months trying to lean out before the games, he is trying to bulk up because he knows that he's more powerful, that he is stronger when he's heavier. So I'm not saying that like that has to be your goal. Maybe you don't want to win the CrossFit Games. I certainly don't. But I'm saying sharing that as an example of examining what your goals are. And then like, are your habits in line with them? And weighing yourself is not, again, if you have no emotional attachment, it can be a good quantitative measure of progress, but it's not like a habit that's going to move the needle closer to where you want to be. So I want you to examine what your goals are for you, not for someone else. If you want to feel amazing naked with your partner, if you want to be able to catch and lift your toddler, if you want to wake up without your neck aching, I want you to define that and then question whether a specific number on the scale is necessary for you to achieve that goal, or if you can be a little bit more open and trust the process. So I'm just going to say again, if you weigh yourself for a medical reason, because you're pregnant, or you're getting into like a tiny helicopter and they need to know they have a max weight, that is a different story. That is cool. If you have no emotional attachment to the number, great. It might be a great quantitative measurement for you. So if you are going to weigh yourself, then this is how I want you to do it, okay? I want you to do it every day at the same time, ideally first thing in the morning after you've gone to the bathroom, pee, poo, whatever. Because again, weight can fluctuate between 5-6 pounds. And if you weigh in one day, when you're just holding more fluid, you might be down, and then you're like, or your weight might be up, and then you're like, oh, this isn't working. And when in reality, your average over the week could be down if you took an average. So if you're going to do it, don't do it sporadically. Weight fluctuations have been a proven reason that people get discouraged from trying to lose weight and give up. So again, tracking the weight on the scale can be fine, but is it worth the energy, the discouragement, and the risk of essentially ultimately giving up? And I'll just say too, like this is one of the reasons that people see success from low carb diets initially. They work really well initially because people lose water weight, right? And then they buy into it. Ooh, this is working, and they keep going, which is great. But then you're not going to see success like that again. And if it's not sustainable for your lifestyle, you're not going to keep doing it. You're going to quit. You're going to feel discouraged. You will have to work yourself up to get back onto the wagon and start all over, right? So only problematic because that's water weight and it can't be lost forever. It's going to come back. So people stop seeing results and quit. And that's what I don't want for you. So what I do want for you is to freaking celebrate your wins every day and every week with these non-scale victories. Things feel easier because you're stronger. Your anxiety is less. You're enjoying food without worrying. You feel confident. Your energy is up. You're more patient in your relationships. Your body is not hurting anymore. You're seeing progress in photographs and you're feeling progress in the gym. That is what I want you to focus on. So that's my TED Talk on weigh-ins. I'm totally open to conversation about this. Please ask your questions. I will answer them as soon as possible. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys next week.